And number 10 is the Peaky Blinders Boston spin-off, an upcoming historical drama which will follow the Shelby family's expansion into the American underworld during Prohibition era in Boston, exploring the political corruption that dominated the city of Boston in the early 1920s. This spin-off is rumored to be getting released to Netflix at some point in 2027, though an official release date has not been confirmed yet. This project is expected to feature both returning figures from the original series and a lot of fresh new talent as well. So if you want to witness the next chapter in the Peaky Blinders saga, then be sure to keep an eye out for the Boston spin-off coming to Netflix in the very near future. And number 9 is 3 Memoirs of Hadrian, an upcoming historical TV show based on the Memoirs of Hadrian novel by Marguerite Yourcenar, which tells the story of Roman Emperor Hadrian from his childhood to his eventual death and all the fascinating events that occurred in between. Very little information is available for the 3 Memoirs of Hadrian, as the show only got announced a little while ago, but it has been confirmed that Strega Prize winner Francesco Piccolo will be creating the script for this show, and that Andrea Ervolino and Monica Beccard are set to produce this show. Hadrian is one of Rome's greatest emperors, and I'm glad we're finally getting a TV show dedicated to his life. And number 8 is Taboo Season 2, which will be the long-awaited continuation of the show Taboo, which got released all the way back in 2017, and after many years of silence, Tom Hardy has finally provided some updates on this historical drama. He revealed in a recent interview that the writing process is currently underway, with 6 of the 8 planned episodes already being written, with production schedules already aligned to accommodate Hardy's commitments as well. Taboo tells the story of James Delaney, an Englishman who battles against the Crown and the East India Company to retain his family's wealth and possessions. Taboo is definitely one of the most unique and interesting historical TV shows I've ever seen, and I can highly recommend it to any viewer of this channel, and I can't wait to watch the second part of this show when it gets released in the next couple of years. And number 7 is A Day of Fire, an upcoming historical miniseries set in ancient Rome, centered around the eruption of Mount Vesuvius and the destruction of Pompeii. This upcoming series will be based around the book A Day of Fire, a novel of Pompeii, and this book is really unique because it was written by 6 authors, including my personal favorite historical fiction writer, Ben Kane. The plot of A Day of Fire will explore the lives of Pompeii's citizens from all walks of society leading up to the disaster. This show is being developed by Michael Hurst, the producer of the hit historical TV shows Vikings and The Tudors. Also, it has been confirmed that Amazon will be partnering with Scott Free Studios for this production, so there is a very slim possibility that Ridley Scott may also be involved with this highly anticipated project. I'm always excited to take a trip back to ancient Rome, and let's hope it improves on Amazon's previous Roman series Those About to Die and delivers the ancient Roman historical epic that fans have been waiting for. And number 6 is the upcoming Mel Gibson directed and produced series that will be focusing on the Great Siege of Malta that took place in the year 1565. The Great Siege of Malta saw a small contingent of knights and Maltese citizens heroically repel an Ottoman force which was vastly superior in number and firepower than the Maltese. Again, there isn't much known about this series except that it will be a mini-series and not a multi-season production, and that the series is currently in very early stages of development. Mel Gibson has confirmed that a screenwriter has been found for this historical miniseries and that he will definitely be producing the show, but he is unsure as of yet if he will be starring in it as well. So if you want to find out more about the Great Siege of Malta, then be sure to subscribe to History Spark, as I will definitely be making more videos on this exciting new upcoming historical drama. And number 5, it is Rise of the Raven, an upcoming medieval war series which focuses on the life of János Hunyadi, a Hungarian general who was a bane to the Ottoman Empire and won several victories over their much more powerful and larger army. Rise of the Raven will be a 10-episode miniseries produced by Beta Studios, and it is being directed by Robert Lantos, a Hungarian and Canadian filmmaker who has labeled this series as his passion project. I am hoping that since this series has already completed production and has received some great initial feedback for its first episode, that the rest of this 10-part series about one of Hungary's greatest generals will be getting released to the UK and US at some point in 2026. And number 4, it is the upcoming Peaky Blinders sequel series, recently confirmed by Netflix and the BBC, which will mark Stephen Knight's return to the world of the Shelbys. The sequel series is set in the year 1953 following the events of the forthcoming Peaky Blinders film, with the series depicting the rise of a new generation of Shelbys as they navigate a Britain reshaped by war, political upheaval, and shifting criminal alliances. This unnamed Peaky Blinders sequel has already been confirmed for 2 seasons, with each season consisting of 6 hour-long episodes. And Cillian Murphy will be returning as an executive producer for the show, but whether he will be returning as Tommy Shelby himself is unclear as of now. So if you're ready to witness the next evolution of the Shelby Empire, keep an eye out for Peaky Blinders sequel coming to Netflix most likely in 2027. And the third spot on this list goes to Spartacus House of Ashur, an alternate universe spin-off to the Spartacus TV series, in which history will be rewritten so that Ashur from the original show does not die in season 2 but somehow survives and goes back to Capua to take over the gladiatorial school owned by Batiatus. I know this show sounds ludicrous and it wouldn't have been my first, second, or third choice for that matter of what I would want to see in a Spartacus spin-off. But Spartacus is my favorite TV show of all time and I'm happy to revisit the world any chance I can get. The second spot on this list goes to Shogun Season 2, the follow-up to the Emmy-winning historical drama, with this next chapter picking up roughly 10 years from where Season 1 ended. So more like a sequel series than a new season in my opinion. But it has been confirmed that stars Hiroyuki Sanada and Cosmo Jarvis will be returning as both executive producers and leads for the show. Production for Shogun Season 2 is slated to begin in January 2026 in Vancouver, with a likely premiere stretching into late 2027 or even early 2028. And the top spot on this list goes to Blood Axe, an upcoming Viking historical TV show, which will be Michael Hirst's third voyage into Viking history after the hit historical shows Vikings and Vikings Valhalla. Blood Axe is rumored to be getting released to Prime Video at some point in late 2026, and this series will follow the epic story of Eric Bloodaxe, one of history's most famous Viking warriors, and his formidable wife Gunhild, Mother of Kings, as they fight for the throne of Norway in a land torn apart by fierce rivals, shifting loyalties, and bloody betrayals. So if you want to experience the next epic Viking tale from the creator who brought us one of the most successful historical TV shows of all time, then be sure to keep an eye out for Blood Axe, releasing to Prime Video in 2026. So let me know in the comments down below which of these shows you are most looking forward to watching, and if there are any other great historical dramas that are getting released in the near future that I may have missed out on. And as always, if you want to stay up to date with everything to do with historical movies and historical TV shows, then subscribe to my channel, History Spark, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.